Lily said.
I've put it on.
She's put it on.
We've already tried it.
It worked last week, yeah?
The only thing is whether, I don't know, could do with
I can always move it, can't I?
which?
I think the plan was it's a bit busy at the top, wasn't it, so make it bigger at the top, but...
Would you say there?
Probably not, I don't know.
Hello to people joining.
I think that's okay.
Yeah?
We're a bit further over. I need to move this.
I've not got my laptop. A little bit there.
Morning, afternoon. I feel like it's really far away. Afternoon to those joining while we're just getting set up. That was better.
Yeah?
Let me take this apple out my ear. Hello. Have you done an email? Not at all. So I'll do it on there. Have you set one?
No. Hello, people joining. We are Morgan Branding, a marketing and TikTok agency. And Callum's on TikTok.
Yeah,
So yeah, today we're going to have a Q&A for any businesses to ask TikTok related questions, marketing related questions. We offer a range of services from websites, branding, photography,
TikTok.
So if you've got any questions about growing your business, social media, TikTok, feel free to pop them in the comments and we'll get back to you.
Do you want me to just
What?
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 Do you want me just to do it?
Yeah. As a side note, I've got a cold and can't hear. So it's a good job people aren't speaking.
Is it this? Afternoon. Any questions, dive in and ask while we're just getting set up. If you've got any questions that you specifically want to ask, if you ask them, we will come back to you in 2 seconds. Just send the same email.
I'll check it though.
So, welcome to those of you joining. We are Morgan Branding, a marketing agency based in Warrington. We hop on these lives every Thursday at 1 o'clock and answer all your TikTok business questions. So if you've got any questions, dive in and ask. Today, out of interest, for those of you that missed Tuesday's live, Anna did a, we're calling it Spilling the TikTok Tea with Flirty Pineapple, who is a girl, I always call women girls and then people go, she's a woman, not a girl. So a woman over in America who sells scrunchies and had lots of success on TikTok. So all them videos are now live on YouTube. So I'm going to get that set up in our link tree today that will link up to our YouTube. So if anyone's missed any of our lives in the past, or you kind of can only watch half of this today and you want to watch the other half, or we didn't answer your question and you want to go back and check if we answer your question, then videos are now all up on YouTube and we're going to be adding them into the podcast as well. So if you missed anything, you're welcome to kind of go back and watch them again in the future. Eyes Her asked, does TikTok charge for selling on the platform? Yes. So if you use TikTok Shop, TikTok, and the sale is done through TikTok Shop, TikTok take a commission, a percentage commission, which I believe at the minute for the first 90 days is 1.5%, and then after 90 days it goes up to 5%. I will double check once Anna's come off my laptop. So yes, they charge. If you sell directly through TikTok Shop, they charge a commission similar to Amazon, Etsy, eBay, etc. And that is, I believe, 5%. However, caveat that by the fact that they often do loads of deals. So they often offer the people buying like free shipping, which you don't have to pay for, they pay for. So at the minute, the offers they're putting out there often overcome the 5% charge that they're actually charging. So if you don't sell or you haven't tried TikTok Shop yet and you have a product, it's worth selling. Now, us personally, we're a service-based business, not a e-commerce product-based business. So we can't sell through TikTok Shop. So To sell through TikTok
Physical
Shop,
product.
it has to be a physical, shippable product. So, as a service-based business, anything we sell, TikTok don't take a percentage, so happy days. In a weird way. So, only for physical shop products bought through TikTok Shop. The other thing to remember is, although we are big advocates of TikTok Shop, is you will find that people buy through your website via TikTok. So they see your TikTok, then they go to your website, then they buy through your website. If that happens, you don't pay anything. There's no charge. So, it only charges you if somebody actually physically makes the purchase through TikTok, the app. So hope that helps answer your question. If you've got any questions, dive in. I think Anna sent her email. Let me check these TikTok Shop selling percentages.
If anyone has got any questions, or if any businesses are watching and want to let us know in the comments what industry you're in, what your business does, what do you sell, let us know in the comments.
So Anna, the other thing, aren't you also still looking for a business to join you?
Next week, yeah.
So we are looking, I think we've got one slot left until the end of the year for the Tuesday session. So the plan with live now is Tuesday is going to be spilling the TikTok tea, Anna with another small business owner that's doing well on TikTok. Thursday is going to be this business Q&A. I did have an idea which I haven't actually spoke to Anna about yet, so it's as good as
I also had an idea that I'm not supposed to you about. I'll talk about that later.
Well, I was just going to talk about it now.
Okay.
So a few more ideas for lives, because these lives for us so far have been going really well. We enjoy doing them. We're now putting the lives onto YouTube and to our podcast. So out of these lives, we're getting loads more things as well. So it's worth us doing more and more. So
Diana, is it?
Yeah, hello to those saying hi. I see some questions coming in. Let me just get this. So at the minute, TikTok commission for the first 90 days, the commission is 1.8%, and after 90 days, it's 5%. So that is the situation at the moment with commission.
So questions we'll dive into. So Sweet and Treats. Lester said, "Hey, how can I promote my business without any costs?" So, TikTok, obviously, posting for TikTok is free, and we recommend organic posting. People do ads and promote their videos, but for us personally, we only really tend to do organic posting. So TikTok is obviously a huge.
So we say we're a service-based business, not a product-based business. And we've probably generated over £100,000 in revenue through TikTok, and we haven't spent a bean on ads. We have pretty much only done it organically. So we have trialled the odd bits of ads. Now, if we've spent any money, I've spent £100 max. We really haven't spent any money on ads. We need to. Anna keeps saying not, but I need to dabble a bit more with ads because I'm sure we could reach a wider audience if we did. But all the growth that we've had is organic, and for us it's daily posting, quality posting, all the stuff that we talk about on our channel to grow your TikTok. If TikTok, so the question was without any costs, and we say if you have no money, you have to do the work. So if you don't have any money and you don't want to do the work, you're snookered. If you have no money, you have to put in the legwork and the work. And we say find a platform that works. For us at the minute, obviously we're talking about TikTok, and we advocate TikTok is probably the best and easiest platform to grow on. If you're e-commerce based business, which I think you were, Sweet and Treat seller. So lives, I think Madison said on Tuesday. What did Madison say about lives? She was like daily, wasn't she?
She began. So for context, if you've just joined, Madison is the owner of Flirty Pineapple. They've got almost 20,000 followers on TikTok. Small business selling scrunchies. She said the make or break for her TikTok growth was lives. And she started off doing them every day and is now about 3 times a week. She was saying that she's got multiple repeat customers now purely from those lives. So it is obviously really beneficial for product-based businesses and service-based businesses.
And we're sat here doing this live because we think it's beneficial. Like, we wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't. Now, we've dabbled with live for about a year, and probably over the past 2 months have taken them more seriously, where we've committed to this Thursday slot every week. We've now committed to Tuesday every week, and one of my ideas is to give another slot every week. So we're going live 2 or 3 times a week. And we wouldn't do this if we didn't think there was a benefit. Now, the benefit to us is, I can't tell you, so we're sat here now, we've got 15 people in the live. Our lives tend to range from about 10 to 40 people. So we're not talking mega numbers, but we know that a lot of people join the start of the live and stay till the end, and they stay for an hour with us and have a chat and ask questions, and then we get business off the back of it. So this building community for us, building audience, chatting to people, do you know how often we do this one-to-one? One business rings us up and asks us one question, and we answer that one question to that one business. Well, on these lives, we can answer one question to a million people at once. So for us, it's just been invaluable. So lives, daily posting, consistency, stick with it is huge. We just haven't.
So Elvira, I think. Is that how you pronounce that?
Yeah, it looks Swedish. Have I got that right? That text afterwards looks Swedish. It always reminds me of IKEA. So I don't know if.
Sorry if that's not how you pronounce the name, but so any tips for a claw clip business?
So my first tip before Anna goes into your page is that business is very similar to Madison's business.
That's what I was literally about to say.
Sound you saying that?
So if you went on the live on Tuesday with Madison, she sells scrunchies, clips, hair accessories, and the main thing that she said that she does for, other than the lives, is she's trying to start focusing more on the benefits, not the features of the product. So kind of helping people understand why they need your product in their life. So using hooks at the beginning of your video that addresses those customer pain points and the problems that they might be facing, and then using TikTok to position your products as their solution. So I can see that you're already posting videos of the products in use, which is great. I definitely kind of keep up with that, and they seem to perform really well. So like tutorials, before and afters.
But I'd also advise we've put that video on YouTube from Tuesday, so we've uploaded the whole video with Madison. Because she's got a very similar business to yours, I'd advise go and having a little nosy at that, go and having a bit of a stalk of her account and seeing how that goes would be my...
Yeah, so her account was Flirty Pineapple for those that missed it. Sons of Anxiety said, we are a mental health awareness brand with t-shirts, hoodies and podcasts, struggling with TikTok shop.
Is there any specific struggles? Are you struggling to get it set up or struggling to sell anything? The struggles in getting it set up...
it looks like they've not set it up yet, so that might be what they mean.
So, is there... Just let me have a look at your website quickly. Sons of Anxiety. I'm just pulling up your website, sorry, while I'm doing this, because I know you can't necessarily see. I'm just trying to work out how you've built your website. Built with... It doesn't look like Shopify, which is where I was reaching for. Looks like WordPress, Elementor, WooCommerce. So, I was going to say if it's Shopify, you can link Shopify to TikTok Shop. If it's WordPress, I haven't done it yet, but I believe you can still integrate WordPress to TikTok Shop. But my gut is saying set it up as a standalone website. If you don't have any stock issues at the minute, the reason you would link them together is to help with stock. If you don't have stock issues, i.e. you can control stock a bit yourself manually, set it up separately, just try and get 3 or 4 products in there and see what happens. It is a pain in the backside. We have done it for a few people that we work with, we've done it a few times now and I still struggle with it. So I would set a whole afternoon, maybe get a beer if that's your drink of choice, or a large coffee, and give yourself 2 or 3 hours to work your way through it. Get on the website, dive in. There's loads of videos on YouTube on how to do it. It isn't easy, so when you're struggling, there's loads of like little hoops to jump through. But once you've got it set up, it is pretty easy to like tag your products and do it. So once you've done it, and it's worth the battle getting through it. So the only thing is it's the same rules as like Google, selling on Google. So you need a shippable product, which your products would be. Unique, you get it registered to the TikTok Shop, and then you can also get other people selling them and stuff like that. So honestly, it's worth the battle, but the struggle isn't uncommon. We have seen a lot of people saying it's not straightforward to get it set up. Yeah.
Diana said, I'm handling the TikTok in my university. Can you give some tips? So,
what university? If you can say, put it in the comments.
Yeah. So kind of like running it like Edgehill, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think obviously with a university, there's a big focus on having a presence of the students. So trying to get people involved in trends,
Horizon Campus. Whereabouts is that in the world? I don't recognise it as UK. Is it America? Or...
Yeah, I think definitely trying to incorporate lots of students into trends, funny videos, entertaining videos. Also maybe kind of focusing...
Sri Lanka, wow.
Oh, wow. Yeah, focusing on kind of educating people on tips for post-grad, you know, what to do after uni, encouraging people to get, you know, into your uni, so showing off the benefits of your uni, the different courses. I guess there's kind of like 3 different ways why people would be following it. It would either be they want to go to that uni, or they're looking for a uni. They're currently at the uni, or they went to that uni. So kind of making sure that you're tapping into all 3 of those.
I think about what the purpose is as well, is like, is it to recruit, is your job for the TikTok to get more students to the university ultimately? My gut is that's what they'll want you to be doing, is to promote the university. Or is it a bit wider than that? Is it more brand building? Is it awareness? Or is it recruitment? And once you know what the point of the channel is, so for us, for Morgan Branding, our point is to help small businesses grow on TikTok. And in general, what we then want you to do is give us your email address, and we'll give you more tips over TikTok. So we want, over email. So we want to grow our audience. So we give helpful tips to grow our audience of small businesses that follow us and keep growing that web wider and wider and wider. If I was a university, I'd be going, ultimately, I want more students to come to this university. So you were talking about like, and then you bring in them 3 sections, is that they're the 3 types of followers you're going to have. Or maybe 4 with the parents, because don't just forget that a lot of people aim at the younger stuff with TikTok. We get this all the time, but older people are on TikTok as well. They're not just young people on TikTok. The weather is absolutely horrendous outside. I just saw it. Probably, I'm not going to move the camera, because if I move the camera, it'll cause carnage. So probably much nicer in Sri Lanka. So to get more students. So I would think about them 3 stages that Anna said about people that would be following and why they would be following. So new students, current students, past students.
Yeah.
And
I'd split it into different content styles. I'd have one being the trends, getting, you know, entertaining people. One being like educational, valuable, teaching people, like, you know, this is why you need to come, this is our courses, this is what we can offer. And then inspirational, showing people that have went to that uni, you know, how are they doing now, success stories, case studies, things like that is how I'd probably
One of the things that we focus on as well is answering people's questions. I think we mentioned this book the other week that is actually on here, which is called They Ask, You Answer. So you should go to Marcus Sheridan and tell him that he needs to let us run his TikTok, because he's not on TikTok. But it's by a guy called Marcus Sheridan, and it's called They Ask, You Answer. I'll pop that, see if that sits there. And all he talks about is, it's a marketing book that he talks about answering people's questions. So I would dive in and answer every question that people asked, you know, what they're worried about going to university, how much does it cost, where do you live, all these questions that people will be asking. Answer them through your TikTok, and as you get more questions, answer more questions. If you look at a lot of our videos, it's easier now for Anna to do videos than it was at the start, because people ask so many questions within our TikTok. We can just answer them questions, and that is our video.
Yeah.
So the more questions you get, give the answers, but balance that with trends, entertainment, funny. Like, I would use other students, you know, don't just suffer in silence on your own, you know, try and recruit other people to help you and get involved.
Yeah.
I think there was a question about UGC, content creators. Yeah, I started UGC, so somebody was asking about UGC, which is user-generated content. So I would see if you can get ways of other people doing content that they send to you and discuss that. Don't, like, just make sure, like, don't make it that you have to do everything on your own.
Yeah.
One question, do you sponsor children in their sport? So we have done some sponsorship, but mainly local and mainly linked to businesses or people that we're working with. So it is something that we do. We do sponsor bits and bobs, universities, colleges that we work with, and, you know, links to clients, but it's not something that we necessarily do if we don't have any link. So yeah, we do some bits.
CS Creations said, my small business is personalised gifts. Do you have any tips to be able to go live? So you need 1,000 followers, which I'll have a look at your profile now. So yeah, you need to get 1k followers before you can go live. So I would try and really increase your brand awareness over the next few weeks and try and get to that 1K mark. In order to do that, you can post. I'd try and post frequently, more than not. So trying to post every day if you can. Posting trends, hopping on trends, entertaining people, but also educating people. A good one for the run up for Christmas would be gift guides, gift ideas for different people, for your mum, dad, sister, brother, etc.
One of the biggest things we saw in terms of growing accounts when it's early as well is once you get posting, if you get any comments, make sure you respond to every comment, and then getting involved in people that are interested in your things, your target audience, talking to them. So being active on the platform and responding to comments, engaging with people. It's difficult if nobody's asking you questions or posting about you. It is a little bit more difficult, but certainly, and this is for anyone in here that has every account that we go into, it seems, that's already getting some engagement. They don't respond, they don't talk to them, they don't like the comment. For us, if you look back through our videos, pretty much every comment that anyone's ever commented on our thing, we will, unless it's horrible or doesn't really warrant it or it's spammy, we will like and engage. Anna will do loads of video replies, respond to people, don't just leave it and ignore it. So that is the biggest piece of advice we can often give is get in there. With a new account, that's not as easy, so you have to sometimes go out there and try and engage with others, but don't just go to all the gift guiding things. I would go to the people on other gift guiding things and engage with their content. So you need to find your customers, not other businesses that look like you. If you just go and spam other businesses, it doesn't look very good. But I would spam the customers of other businesses is the way that I would do it in the nicest possible way.
Yeah. Also, as you have only got 100 followers, so like Callum said, you might not be getting those questions yet. If you search personalised gifts on TikTok search, and scroll beneath the top 4 videos, TikTok tells you what people are searching for within that, within that keyword and search term. So taking TikTok's, TikTok are telling you what to post about. So make sure that you've got a video about all of those things as well.
Bet Louise said, should I set up a new TikTok so it's niched down? I started UGC, should I start again? So I looked at your page, it looks like it's like a personal page, which is fine. If you are starting a business, we would advise having your personal account and having a business account. If you're saying you want to do a page that's specific around the UGC content that you're creating and you think that differs from what you've currently been doing, you can either migrate that account to that, i.e. just keep posting the new stuff and TikTok will work it out, or start again. If you are a UGC creator that wants to grow your own platform, I would think about which type of content you're trying to create and who that is for and specialise to that. So it depends which direction you want to go in. If it's another business, set up another business page. If it's you want to keep this as a personal page and do another one as UGC, it's fine. We've got several accounts, so yeah, but it's harder to run more accounts. We get people come to us now saying, should I have 3 or 4 accounts? And I go, you can have 3 or 4 accounts when you're doing one well. Do one well and then talk about more accounts. Don't dive in on having 12 accounts because you won't be able to manage them.
Yeah. So CS Creation said...
Yes, more personal, sorry. Beck said, sorry. She put, more personal, I want to make it separate, thank you. So I think in your shoes, I would leave your personal account as it is and maybe make one that's more like a business account, even if that's as a UGC creator, and try and grow that audience there, because the people that are going to be interested in UGC creator content probably aren't as interested in your personal stuff in the nicest possible way. You can get the mix okay as you go along, because we do say to some businesses, make it a bit more personal, make it a bit more about you. But yeah, I think that would be worthwhile.
Yeah, CS Creation said she's had it for a year, but it's not grown much. So how often, let us know in the comments, how often are you posting? Have you got a strategy? Because, it might be worth kind of having a think about strategy and kind of having a specific number of posting days, what content styles, are you going to be posting, making sure that you're a bit more consistent with that. Fox and Willow.
So just looking here, I've just seen, and it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You put up 5 posts 3 days ago, and then the post before that was in August. So we would say consistency is massively key.
Yeah.
So if you're going to post daily, post daily. Don't post 5 times
one
in a day and
yeah.
then not post again.
Spread those 5 over the entire week instead of posting it all in one day. So I have an Etsy site, so I concentrate on that really, and that's fine. If you we always say, focus on one.
Get one thing doing well.
Yeah.
You need a way of driving sales, whatever that is, whether that be people that go and do like stalls, like they might go to Christmas markets and do that, and they're really good at that, but they're not good on social. That's fine. You need one way of making money. And
as you said, all my customers are word of mouth.
Yeah. So if TikTok is going to be a focus, get consistent with it. Post daily or 3 times a week for 3 months, 90 days, like is what we're recommending to most people at the minute. Like, give it a go for 3 months, see what happens, and then go from there. I'm doing Xmas markets next week. So yeah, you've got to find a way of selling, and when you find that way, double down on that. So for us, TikTok working at the minute, so we're finding any other way we can do more TikTok stuff rather than getting distracted into other things. So people will go to me, but well, your Instagram's not very big. I go, I don't know. I'm not focusing on Instagram. Yes, I'd like my Instagram to be a little bit bigger than it is, but it is what it is. The TikTok's growing. We focus on TikTok, double down on there. So if you want TikTok to be a focus, dive in. If you're not as bothered, don't. Dive in. Fox and Willow.
Yeah, I've seen that. Was our next one.
You're in the list. We can see the next questions coming in, and then we work
our way down.
If we've
both got the live on our phones, so we can monitor the comments.
So we try, but if we do ever miss a question, do feel free to ask it again, because sometimes it loads all weird. So
so I've read this and I actually don't understand what the question is. I think you might. I don't.
So I joined Lark as a company by accident instead of as a solo business. Not sure how to sort that. So Lark, as far as I'm aware, is a posting platform to post your like business stuff to. If that's correct, and I answer this question and that, and it's not correct, let me know. So my gut is I'd speak to Lark, try and delete that or do it, but it probably doesn't matter if you're a solo business or a business. It just depends on cost. With Lark and all these platforms, these are like giving you leads. I've seen Lark in the past, and I'm not a huge fan of it. What do you do? The TikTok store for well-being and self-development. So, is it Lark as in the platform? Just if you can answer that, is Lark, as far as I understand, Lark is like a directory platform that you list your things on. Is that, or is it something linked to TikTok? Let me just have a quick Google. I've just Googled Lark and I can't see anything on Lark, but that's what I thought it was. Otherwise, let me know what Lark is, because I'm not 100% sure we're maybe talking about that.
Yeah, sorry, I have never heard of Lark, hence why I didn't input on that one. Should we go on to the next question for now whilst...
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on... Okay. It's supposed to be to do with TikTok, to help you with getting a TikTok account manager.
Oh,
I've never
heard the term.
To do with... Is it a separate website? Honestly, I've never heard of Lark TikTok. I can't even find... much on Google about it, so...
TikTok.
Don't join Lark Enterprise of ByteDance. Productivity app of Lark, yeah. Just a chat group for help.
Used by TikTok. Oh, you're reading that, yeah.
There you go. No, it came through my emails when I set up my TikTok shop. It's just a chat group for help. I'm in some Facebook groups for TikTok help. Then my advice, Lark isn't much use unless you want more vouchers. Okay, so it looks like a thing specific to TikTok shop that I haven't actually seen.
Yeah, we don't have TikTok shop ourselves because we're service-based, so we don't...
Yeah, so we can't have TikTok shop, so often we're only feeding back for our clients and what we're doing on them. The best thing that I've seen is the Facebook groups for TikTok shop stuff. So if Lark is like a new chat thing to go through, then... Well, I wouldn't say leave it, because the person before my Rainbow Emporium said, Lark isn't much use unless you want more vouchers, so I'd leave it up, but maybe search for the information you're searching elsewhere, maybe just, as say, that Facebook group I've seen in the past. was quite good to get into. So yeah, is there anything specific with TikTok Shop you were looking for the answers on? If you want to let us know, then I'll try and answer or help. So have you looked at B, or did you skip past?
B.
Where did you go to?
I think I've missed that.
So B, easy menopause.
Oh yeah, sorry, I missed that. I've posted my first reel yesterday, used popular hashtags, etc., but it has not had a single viewing. So is that on Instagram?
It must have been on Insta because there's nothing on your TikTok.
Do you want to comment what your Instagram is and I'll have a look? But I mean, we do recommend TikTok over Instagram, but that's just because we prefer it.
It's like saying Instagram's like the devil word round here with Annie. She's only TikTok, but if you've posted, still Instagram is working in a slightly different way to TikTok, which is why we push TikTok harder. Is because the discoverability on Instagram isn't as easy as it is on TikTok. So when you post an Instagram reel, it will more likely just go to your Instagram followers rather than a wider audience. It does go wider, but it's not as good as it is on TikTok.
Yeah.
So I just post the same video, recreate the same video in TikTok and see how that goes, because it looks like you haven't posted anything on TikTok yet. And we do see that when people start new accounts, their first 2-3 videos tend to do quite well on TikTok. If you concentrate on them first 2 or 3 videos, they will give you exposure and see how that goes.
Yeah. Handbag Angels, I think it says, said content ideas for our handbag organizer business. So,
Sorry, B's just commented. It was on TikTok. I've just gone on your TikTok and I can't see it.
Yeah,
so
you might have privated it.
You might have put it private.
That is what I think. The when you initially download TikTok, I think the auto default is private. So it could be because it's on private. So I'll just have a check on your settings. So
handbags.
Yeah.
We're on handbags.
Content ideas and requirements for setting up a TikTok shop.
Handbag Angels Limited. Whenever it's a word all tied together, my brain just cannot read them words. Content ideas for a handbag organizer business.
Do you want to just speak about the requirements while I look at the page?
Okay, we're gonna have a look at your page, Handbag Organizer Limited.
So requirements for TikTok shop, and then I'll think of the content ideas.
Marketing group. Use my TikTok. One second, let me get there. I'm just whizzing through the other questions of what you're saying. If you have a link to get through, I've been trying to get somebody my own on TikTok shop. No, it's TikTok. Are there any requirements for setting up a TikTok shop, which is from the same person? So the requirements are, I believe now, you still, according to TikTok, need over 1,000 followers to get a TikTok shop. But we have seen people with under 1,000 followers have a TikTok shop as well, so I wouldn't take that requirement as read. Your product needs to be shippable. They need certain things like the GTIN and the barcodes, I believe. So if you're putting your products on there, they need to have them requirements. It's the same requirements as you would when you list on Google Merchant Center, so the Google codes. And that pretty much is it. You set up, Google setting up a TikTok shop, you set it up, you upload your products, and away you go. But it isn't as simple. Do you need to be a business page to have TikTok shop? I think so. I think you need a business page to set up TikTok shop.
Yeah, to set it up, I think.
But you don't need a business page to sell items from a TikTok shop. So I think you have to go to Merchant Center. If you are a business, which it looks like you are, I would recommend being a business page anyway. So I would definitely do that.
Yeah, definitely recommend.
Jess.
Yeah.
So
hi, Jess.
I would set up as a business page. Would be my first bit of advice. What you're going to say to me is, we're not a business page because we want the music of non-business pages, but the reason you allowed that music is it's not designed for businesses and they don't have the rights, so you shouldn't be using it really. So I would.
So you can sign up to our TikTok newsletter for weekly business-friendly trends.
So we send out 3 trends each week that have business-friendly with business-friendly audios and ways around the audio, because that's the thing that we get asked a lot from business accounts when they're set up as a creator account, but you need to get them over to a business account really.
Yeah, so have a look at your page, and your content ideas that you've got are kind of what I'd recommend, like handbag care, organisation, obviously thinking about who your target audience is. It's people that want to be organised and, you know, don't want to just be chucking their keys and their phone and in their bag, and kind of maybe have a bit more pride and care. So just creating content around this, and kind of going through your videos and seeing what's worked best. So there's a video, 131k handbags that would make good Christmas gifts. So were you about to say something?
No.
So recreating.
Was I about to say something on handbag?
No, you looked like you were.
Content
You looked like you were about to speak. So like.
I feel like this is more your specialty.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, so think about gift cards, gift ideas, tap into that for, you know, the build up for Christmas. Maybe do like 12 days of Christmas, sharing like a different bag on, you know, each 12 days that you'd recommend. Obviously with the organisation in it.
Do you go live at the minute, Jess, as a business? Because if you're not, I would make a plan for how you go live more often.
As well, like doing like day to night outfit looks, showing how you can wear the same bag from, you know, going to work to going out with your mates, thinking about styling videos, kind of just I'd say that they were the main things in this build up to Christmas, really focusing on the gift idea side of things. Showing products and use, benefits of the products, tap into those audience pain points in the beginning of your videos.
But yes, I went live this morning packing orders. So the advice that we're giving to business, some lives do really good. This morning I had 6 views. So we have the same thing. This live today is range between like 13 and 15. Monday, Tuesday we had about 50. The other week we range between like 30 and 100. And then some weeks we have like 6. And to be honest, we just stick with it regardless. Like, I look up at the number occasionally and just see what it is and what's going on, but I try my best to ignore it because
it doesn't. Obviously, it's better. You know, you'd prefer to have more people watching, but the 13, is it 13? The 12 people that are in this now, we can help 12 people in this hour. So,
and I think our argument at the start, we often talk 1-to-1. So for me, 12 is more than 1-to-1. So it's better than that. Also, the only thing I would say is what we're doing at the minute, what I'm doing personally.
Promoting the lives prior.
Promote the lives, so we've got a mailing list, so we tell the mailing list when we go live. Make sure you're tagging when you're going to go live, so we've got better at that now.
Yeah, so create like register your live as an event. Maybe like even if you can do it like a couple of days before the
Can you have multiple lives, or can you only have one live on that? I was thinking that this week.
I think you can only have one, but I'm not 100% sure.
So we're going to try, because we now know we're doing Tuesday, Thursday live, so we'll see if you can create 2. But if you can only create 1, then create 1. I've seen people that go live more regularly. I think you can only create 1 because they tend to big up a future live.
Yeah.
So, and they're going live now, and they're big in like their big Black Friday live. So I think maybe you can only have 1 only set up. But if you've got a mailing list, maybe you can speak to a mailing list on why you go live. Think about things you can do during your lives that you can't do anywhere else that gives a reason to join your lives. I would then, back to what we say about posting, is get consistent. So we now go live Tuesday, Thursday, 1pm UK time. We haven't been consistent with it, but we have now been for kind of 6 weeks, 7 weeks, and we can feel the lives are growing and the momentum's growing. So we would advise doing something similar. So maybe Thursday is like a pack and orders with me, and we know when you're running a business, it tends to be a bit all over the place, and this is the problem that we've had, is that we're all over the place. You know, sometimes you're busy, but when you go, no, this is really important, we need to go live to grow the business, make sure that's the time in your diary to do that. So packing orders for most businesses is the time to do it, but I would also work out how you're engaging as you're packing them orders.
Yeah, maybe like order competitions. So if whilst you're packaging orders and people say, you could say order 103 is going to get a free, a freebie thrown in, or, a 20% off code, or your order will be refunded. Thinking of like exciting ways to encourage people to watch the live, engage, like ultimately buy the products. Thinking about fun ways to do that.
Gary said, how do I stop people messaging you? Is that offering you work, or what? In reality, you can filter messages, so you can stop certain messages coming through. But TikTok, we get spammed to hell in our messages at the minute, so unfortunately it is the nature of the beast. Until they get a grip of messaging, I don't think you're going to be able to do much Fox and Willow said, how do I get an account manager? So if I'm honest, I don't know. Again, it's a bit random. Like, we've got people that have very low followings and don't sell anything on TikTok Shop that seem to have an account manager. If I really wanted one, I'd just go through support. I'd go through TikTok support and try and get to somebody. Because that's what we have found with TikTok is we can get to a person now, whereas Facebook and Instagram, we can never get to somebody. They will actually email you back, and once you get an account manager, they will speak to you. So I would go through support and ask, what do I need to do to get an account manager? Or
someone said you need Lark.
You need Lark for an account manager. I'm sure I've got people that don't have Lark, but I'll ask.
We'll find out.
I'll ask the question because unless they've changed that, our clients seem to just email their account manager. If that's not the case anymore, but I have emails with an account manager in, unless they've changed that. So yeah. Every time I turn off GIFs and don't want them. The GIFs are part of TikTok Live, so you don't get much money for GIFs. So to be honest, I just ignore it. If you don't want them and you don't want to do anything with it, I just ignore it. We don't need it or want any GIFs when people send, but they do send them in the lives. As far as I'm aware, you can't turn them off or do anything. I've never even
looked into it
tried. So yeah, I wouldn't necessarily worry. I'll have a nosy, but I think I would. If it's saying you need to go through Lark, I would do that. But let's say the guys that we speak to that are our clients that have shops, they tend to talk about emailing their account manager. They haven't talked about Lark to the point that we'd never even heard of it.
Yeah.
So.
So while we've not got any questions for once, what was it that you were thinking for TikTok Live?
I was just thinking of other ideas for lives. So I was looking at other people that had good TikTok accounts for marketing. So like I was watching one yesterday that was really good at SEO, for example, and gave loads of SEO tips on TikTok, and people that are really good at like email marketing and give email marketing tips. And I just thought we'd do the same as what you did on Tuesday.
This is my thought.
Oh, she does this all the time where she just copies my idea basically. So
I was going to ask if I don't get anyone for Tuesday as like a business. I was going to ask. There's a girl who does like TikTok Live tips.
Yeah, perfect. I think I saw.
I went on her live and we were chatting on the live about lives. So I thought, she'd be a good one to give everyone tips
on lives. Yeah, I think that's worthwhile. So doing a series. The other one, obviously, we've been chatting to recently. We discussed getting on live, which we need to organise. Is tools. So repurpose.io. We've been chatting about. Some of you guys may use that. We use it. So there's other tools that people use that we could speak to and get them. So Repurpose, we've been speaking to Hanny, who's the owner of Repurpose.io, and he said he'd come on a live and chat to you and ask any questions about Repurpose.io. So we are thinking about doing some more of them things. So if you've got any suggestions, then let us know.
Yeah.
I turn off and only 18 plus. You need to turn it off in settings as you go. I don't know if you can just change the default. I doubt it. Every time we set up a live, we have to set it up each time. It's a bit of a pain in the backside, but it's how we do it.
The Bougie Equestrian, love that name, said, is there a key time for posting on TikTok? So the answer is technically no. People say there is, people say there's not. Who knows, but we don't really think that there is. So I'll just post when your followers are active from your analytics. That's what I do for us and clients. There's not like, if you post at 3 p.m. on a Wednesday, that does not mean that you're going to go viral. So make sure the quality of your content is good and don't get too worked up about posting times.
Yeah, and we saw this a lot, and you see the scheduling tools all obviously have time and things in them. When you go to like loads of things on how to do Instagram better, how to do Facebook better, one of the key slides was always you need to post at 11:23, or like historically like LinkedIn was like post at 6 a.m. and then 5 p.m. when people are on the commute, or midday when people are on the lunch, and all this kind of stuff. But then in reality, more people post at that time, so there's more posts going out at that time. So the more people that then do it, then that becomes saturated. So we just say, especially with TikTok, it's the platform isn't in chronological order. The timing is less important, but also if you think about the fact that what actually matters is the first half an hour. What? The first half an hour of like how a post goes live, or the first 15 minutes, TikTok is looking at how people are engaging with your content. So if you post when nobody's live, then nobody's active. So if you're UK and you keep posting in the middle of the night, in reality your post's not going to do as well. So go on your analytics, see when people are active, post around that time. But I wouldn't worry too much. I'd keep trying to post quality content more than what time.
Heaven Sent From Above is in the live. I've got her audit still.
Anna's got your audit, so if you want to hang around...
like your audit live now, I can do that.
Are you hanging around for a couple of minutes, Heaven Sent?
I was going to record it. I was meant to be having a TikTok day yesterday, but I've got a cold and I just wasn't feeling it. So I've recorded like a few today. So I was going to record it on Monday, but since you're here, if you would like your audit now, I'll give you it. For those that don't know, we sometimes do free audits on lives, and if we do, we'll advertise that and we'll let everyone know beforehand. So this was one that we'd planned a couple of weeks ago, but Heaven Sent From Above wasn't able to join the live.
You pied our live, is what Anna's trying to say. You pied our live. You weren't going to get your video, but now you're here, you're alright. I'm joking.
Oh, sorry, the Bougie questions, just, I don't know if you've answered this.
No.
It said, I was wondering if there's a good way to test like 5pm for a week and versus 8pm for a week. Do it, and you know, do that 5pm for a week, make a note of the analytics, see what the views like, see what the engagement's like, do it again at, you know, for the 8pm, see what works best for you.
I chose shopping instead.
Fair enough.
One sec. Heaven Sent From Above said, before we get onto your live...
sorry, I got excited.
Before I get onto... Anna just suddenly run off and I'm like, just leave me on my own. So they said, is there a benefit to pinning high videos with great views? So I don't know if that's covered in here, but we'll discuss that as we come into your audit now.
It's not covered, but...
Anna has advice on this, I know you have. What should she pin? She's saying, should she pin high views? What is your advice on what video to pin?
So we'll start with that question. So I wouldn't recommend pinning the videos that have got the most views on your page, your viral videos. I'd avoid this as long as those videos have got a meaning and a purpose and attract the right audience. A lot of people tend to get these viral or semi-viral videos that may not have a direct impact on the business. It might not have a call to action that's like going to encourage people to buy the products. It might have reached the wrong demographic, but they're still pinned to the top of people's pages. So the 3 videos that I would pin: number 1, a brand story, showing people exactly how you can help those people. Number 2, a video that's kind of promotional without being like salesy. You know, have like a person that people buy from people, not businesses. You know, really like engaging, showing the benefits of your products with a clear call to action. You know, encouraging people to go into your TikTok shop or to go into your website to purchase a product or to join a newsletter to get 10% off your first order. Have a clear call to action. And then lastly, have something that's like valuable, educational, that people can that you can then position yourself as an industry leader, you know, higher authority, more trust, more credibility, so people are more likely to trust you.
Most people pin their most viral video, and the advice that we often give about that is that your most viral video often is the video that people access your account via. Now, if you think about when you're using TikTok, if you watch any TikToks this afternoon, click on a TikTok and it does that just watch thing. So if your viral video was posted, let's say 15 videos back, so I watch the viral video and then I go down to where that viral video is and I start watching other videos around that, I've watched loads of videos within your account. If that viral video is the first video that's sat in your account, I don't scroll down your page, I don't go and look at any other videos, so there's no chance I'm going to watch anything else. So most people's into their page is their viral video or their viral videos. So don't just always pin them videos to the top. I would think of them 3 pin videos, as you said, as almost like an extension of your profile, an extension of that profile information. How can now you give more information to people that are landed on your page to start getting them to convert or be more engaged with you?
Yeah, just a quick one, B. It's saying that your account is private. Have you said that? No.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, you have?
No, I haven't. But I agree with what you're saying. I was just trying to say.
Yeah, so your account is currently private. So if you go into your settings, and I'm not actually sure how you unprivate a video.
It's not a video,
an account,
isn't
yeah.
it? Your account is still set to private.
If you're on settings and privacy, you'll then get like a swipey thing that says private account or not.
I'll try and show you if
Turn
you're
it
here.
off.
So, we're on Anna's account here. So, higher, settings and privacy. This is not good. So I clicked on the top right, the 3 little buttons on the top right. Settings and privacy. Privacy. Private account should be sat at the top. There we go. Back to the audit. This has been very helpful. Thank you very much.
You need to join the thingy.
What?
Just join in again.
Alright. Lost us. Anna lost us.
Have I missed anything?
No, we're back up to date.
So, audit then for Heaven Sent from Above. Can I just have it up? Where is... Oh, there we go.
Are you on your phone?
Because I've lost all the comments.
Alright.
Yeah. Oh, so, number 1 would be to change your name to include relevant/searchable keywords. So things like home fragrance, or if there's a specific thing like wax melts, if that's your like bestseller or biggest thing that you want to push. Change your profile name, not username. Profile name to incorporate these keywords.
We'll say that again. Profile name, not username. We had a client change their username and then couldn't get it back. So profile name is the thing at the top.
So the profile name's up here. Username is here. Leave that. The @ sign. Perfect. Up here you can change and make sure that that's searchable.
So just a key one there for anyone listening, because we had it where a client, on the back of the advice that we gave, then changed their username and they didn't really mean to. So
yeah. That just means the more people are using TikTok as a search engine, the more likely people will be searching wax melt gift ideas or home fragrance tips or what candles to buy. So if you're incorporating keywords within those searchable areas on your profile, that will allow you to get in front of more people.
So for us, ours says marketing and TikTok agency, so when we're commenting as well, people can see what we are. B says easy menopause. I kind of probably know now-ish what B does without having to go and look at a profile, so it really does help.
Yeah.
B says done. So I'll check in a second B, because I keep doing this where I jump backwards and forwards.
Yeah, so number 2...
How many times can you change the name so I can try and find the best? Is it once a month still? Your username...
I've only ever changed...
Once.
Once.
Your username is once every 30 days. I don't know what your profile name is.
I wouldn't say that you should be changing it, to be honest. Like...
Pick one and stick with it.
Yeah. Just because I don't think you'll really be able to find what's best if you just...
That was the question about like posting times. In marketing, it's like keep testing stuff. But if you're testing something you're never going to know the answer to, think about it, decide what you think is best, stick with it.
Yeah. So number 2, add your products to your TikTok shop. So you can see that you've set the shop up, but I can't buy anything from you. So I'd try and set TikTok shop up, as in put your products into the TikTok shop, and then once you've done that, I would start tagging each product into your videos when you're posting about a specific product. That just means that people are more likely to shop your products, which is very good with the build up to Christmas. Last tip is to make sure that you add text in every video to help your video rank and search and meet the correct audience. So again, the same thing with the SEO, making sure that you're using keywords and phrases that are searchable in the TikTok text on screen is really important. It tells TikTok exactly who you want to push your content to. If people are searching the app, you're going to show up for them, and it's also kind of more watchable, it's more engaging. When you've got text on the screen, people are more inclined to watch that video through.
Historically, with video on social, we always used to say you have to have enough text in your video that you could watch it on mute. Now, TikTok has changed this trend a little bit, because I think there was a stat around, it was like 80% of videos are watched on silent on social. That has changed with TikTok, because everyone watches TikTok in general with noise. So it has moved on from that, but I would still think in that way that try and make your video understandable if somebody couldn't hear what was going on in the video.
Yeah, 100%. Just a little hack for everyone. Since we're talking about TikTok SEO, if you search your industry on TikTok search, so here I've put Oh, I'm actually answering the Bougie Questions question without even reading it. So, how to find the best keywords. So, yes, search your industry. Look at what keywords come up in bold. So, I've searched wax melts there, and a load of words come up in bold after that. That tells you what people are currently searching for on the app. I'm then going to just click search. It shows the top videos and it'll have the keywords in bold that have ranked. So making sure that you're using these keywords. If you then scroll down a little bit, you'll find a page that says others searched for. And this is going to tell you exactly what people are searching for in your industry. So you can then create content with those phrases as your hook, or you could use those phrases in your captions, text on screen, use the hashtags that then top videos are using. Because like I've just said, TikTok is really pushing being a search engine. More people are using it as a search engine, so it's definitely a good way to go.
I'm still awaiting TikTok Shop verification. Okay, yeah, standard TikTok Shop problems. Get you, that's fine.
Anything else?
No, I think that's all the questions, and I think we're coming close to 2:00, so we'll wrap up. And if anyone has any last minute questions, you can dive in. Otherwise, we are gonna scoot. So thank you to everyone that's joined. Thank you to those we can see people kind of joining and following. If you're not following us, you've joined the TikTok live and you've enjoyed it, make sure you give our page a follow, because Anna has millions of videos in there that will give you loads of TikTok help. After that, we also have a mailing list. So if you click the link in our bio, there will be the mailing list. So you can join the mailing list where Anna sends
trends every week, usually every Monday, 3 trends. They will always be business friendly, so they will never have a commercial license. They'll always be
business.
You can use them with a business account. 3 trends every Monday, and just updates when we're going live, updates, TikTok updates, things like that.
We're going to go find out about Lark, I'm sure now, and work out what the hell's going on with Lark.
Yeah.
Or what the Lark is with Lark, if that...
Oh, no. Oh, it just made me think.
So, the other thing we mentioned at the start is all these lives now are going on YouTube, so if you've missed any bits, you want to go back or watch...
The people are just joining now as we're leaving.
Maybe they like the end. TikTok are giving us more followers right at the end, so that's...
Trying to keep us on.
They're just trying to reel us back in and stay a bit longer, but no, we've got stuff to do.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
YouTube,
I was going to say about content plan.
So YouTube, all these videos are on YouTube, so you can watch them back on YouTube, especially the bit when Anna was showing you about the SEO. If you want to go and watch that, I've just made a note that was 57 minutes in, so we can go and find that later. Content plan.
Content plan. So if you are one of those people that...
Up to 31 views.
I know, God, we're gonna keep us on for another hour at this rate. So if you are someone who either struggles to plan your content ideas, you can't really be bothered, you don't know how to do it, you start writing a list on your notes and you never end up doing them. Or if you're someone who likes planning content and wants to find a more effective way to do it, or someone that just doesn't actually know how to plan content, we've created a free content planner, which is a digital planner on Google Sheets. And within that plan, we've got a monthly overview. So for the rest of 2022, we've got an overview of the entire month of December and November, where you can kind of input brief ideas. We've then got a weekly content plan, which you can then delve deeper and really plan out each individual idea. What sound are you going to use? What caption are you going to put? What hashtags? What hook at the beginning of the video you're going to use? Things like that. Really strategically thinking about the content that you're creating.
So we're talking about this through the video though, about being consistent, because this is the number one thing that we've seen people like, where the difference between the guys that are successful and not successful is consistency and a bit of longevity. So they've kind of done a post a day for 3 months, or they've done 5 posts a week for 3 months. They're going live every day or every other day for 2 months. They're not just kind of dribbling in and out, they're just doing it and committing to it. And we're saying 90 days, 3 months is a good time to go at it. If you've really committed to it and you've honestly committed to it for that period, then, and it isn't working, try something else. If it hasn't worked, if it has worked, then stick with it, don't get lost in something else.
Yeah. So yeah, there's the weekly content planner, the monthly overview, and then you've also got a content brainstorming area where you can create your content pillars. Content pillars are very important to have. These refer to like the topics that you're consistently going to be talking about on your videos. So there's like an area to plan those out. There's an area that you can put your inspiration links. If you ever see anything on your view page and want to keep them all together that you want to recreate, you've got a page for that. And you've also got the TikTok SEO guide. So every week, going through what we've just been speaking about, searching your industry, filtering it to what's happened, what's been posted in the last week, seeing what's worked best, and kind of taking inspiration from these, looking at the keywords, looking at captions, things like that. So there is quite a lot of different things on the free content planner, so that's available to download in our bio as well.
So thank you for joining. If anyone's got any follow-up questions, feel free to email us, message us on TikTok, message us on Instagram, and we'll try and get back to you. And otherwise, next TikTok live should be Tuesday, 1 PM UK time, GMT, BST, whatever.
GMT.
And then otherwise we'll be back here at 1 o'clock next week. So Thank you for joining, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you, bye.